What's good? What's going on, people? Hope you guys are well. Yes, today I've got a word for you. This is episode 12 of Calling of a Ravenous Bird. Now, as you can see by the title, this is quite an interesting one. So, I just want to explain briefly what happened. I was praying over a friend's situation who having some sort of situation where they needed guidance, but, of course they're not sure exactly what will happen. And without giving the details and putting my friend's business out there, I don't really want to do that as per se, because it's just not relevant and it's just not friendly. It's not a friendly thing to do anyway. And God doesn't like ugly in any case. So I wouldn't do that. That's just not something you should do. Just a word of advice to anyone. But there is a message in it that is not only was it intended for this friend of mine, it's also intended for everybody else, and it's quite an unusual one. But I'm just gonna try and tie it in carefully for you guys. So now this was I was praying over the situation, and then God answered me in a dream with it. When hours thereafter, just before I went to bed, and then, just after I went to bed, and I actually fell asleep and everything. So it was in the form of a dream, but it was a very quick one, and I awakened from it quite quickly. But in this dream, I was talking to this friend, and there was a message I received from God directly, and He wanted to make it known that because He is the true living God, and this friend should know that. And this is why he's giving this tip, and it's what a generous offer. So I told my friend what it is, and what I said there in the dream was that the rand, the lira, as in the Italian lira, and the Indian rupee is going to increase in value over the next, yeah, well, it will just appreciate in value. So despite what the negative sentiments are, around the world and everything on these developing industries and developing currencies, those are the currencies that are going to be quite appreciated in value, and those three chiefly so. And it also tied in with my prophecy, which was for episode 6, whereas South Africa was like a pinnacle sort of icon in the sense of other countries started taking the shape of it, and Italy and India chiefly did that. In that, you remember those exact words. So it also tied in with that prophecy. So that's why I also knew that it was also directly from God, because God is a God of consistency. So yes, this is why I need to share this message with everybody else that also is into stocks and into those sort of securities exchanges and investments, because I know it's a tough time, and God wants everyone to be prosperous and also turn to Him for wisdom, so that He can impart wisdom. And in this case, my friend, obviously just yeah, would needed the prophet to tell her that, listen, this is what the true living God says, and this is who it's from. This is not from me, because I'm not even that active in terms of investments and securities exchange and forex trading and all those things. And that's not there's something I took interest in. I won't lie. I just have not done that as yet. So please also take that disclaimer that it's not that. Of course, it's something I will listen to. Of course, I will something I will. I'm ready to do, especially that is coming from God. But God is also expecting me to be generous with the advice, not just keep it to myself and then make myself rich from Him. No, no, no. It's not even that. And frankly enough, this is for those who need that take now. The Italian Lira, right now, and it's from since 2002, it has been disbanded. It's been like discontinued, and the euro was then adopted, as you know. But if you look at what the recent events in terms of the Brexit, and if you look at the Greece situation, for example, the sustainability of the euro is a little bit just come under question for some time. So don't be surprised, people, that when you look at the events of what happened in episode 6, and also the events that are happening now in terms of the world, and yeah, and the other prophecy I gave in regarding SADC and Europe, sorry, and the euro, as in the European Union, will also possibly fall in line with the trading block, something as SADC, which I was talking about, the SADC trading block over here in Southern Africa, where I discussed in episode 10. Check that out too. And with the European Union as well being in a little bit of a limbo and having some questionability around it, that too, you must also please just be mindful of that. It's likely that Italy, and just looking at the thing, that Italy may decide to go the way of taking well, reintroducing its own initial currency back into the market and back into operation. So yes, people, just do keep an open mind. And but this is what I have to tell you, that the Italian lira will make a comeback, as what God says. And also the emergence of the South African rand and the Indian rupee. And when you look at India a little bit in terms of their market, they have quite a booming manufacturing industry. I know a lot of companies used to like outsourcing into India in terms of the call centers and and things like even their ITs thriving in the schools there. They sort of like it's more like what I realized, that companies like to take their manufacturing and take it to India. So, but I think what will then happen is that India will possibly look at its own internal capacity and saying, if we're good enough to do other people's work, why can we not do it ourselves? And then you'll start seeing Indian brands also start coming to the fore, and then start making up a little complex environment or complex market over there. And then you start seeing India thriving, India growing. But also, the people must also realize that it's not going to happen um, unless they turned to the true living God. And that's what the message is at the center of it all. Hence why I could give a little bit of a stock advice or stock tip in search of that, because of the God I serve and the one who I truly serve, who is the only one, right? So with that said, people, please just yeah, keep an open mind, and always just remember that God wants you to thrive, and God wants you to seek Him more than anything, because He knows you will not do it without Him. All right, my people, much love and care. God bless you all. Bye bye.